Hi and welcome to Blueberry Beetle Online Art School. My name is Meg. Today we're going to have a look at measurement. We'll look at 3 different ways to measure a 3-dimensional subject. You're probably already familiar with the first. An artist stands holding up a pencil and squinting. What they're trying to do is to measure relative distances or lengths. Basically, what you're doing is closing one eye and looking at the subject matter with a still extended arm. You use the tip of the pencil to measure one end, then adjust your thumb up or down the pencil to take a measurement. Now, staying in the exact spot and keeping your arm extended, you move on to measure another section. Basically, is it longer or shorter than the first measurement? If so, by how much? A half? A quarter? 2/3? Yes, your grade 5 maths teacher was right. You do need to use a lot of fractions in life. You may not even think of it in terms of fractions, but prefer to use the very scientific measurement artists like to call about that. If you do find you need more guidance to work out the proportions, make markings in centimeters or half inches along your pencil. Keeping your arm extended keeps the length the same, as does standing on the same spot and holding the pencil at the same angle. You'll see from some of the camera work that being just a little to one side completely changes the viewpoint. Once you've measured the distance of the second object, you can mark it on your page. You may want to do it twice to be sure you have the correct measurement. You can repeat the process from a different angle to get more information, such as adding a width measurement. You can also use pencils to measure angles, though this does take a steady hand. Now keep in mind that this is a relative measurement more than an exact measurement. You are comparing relative widths rather than taking down a measurement in centimeters or inches. In other words, this is only a tool to help you see, which is the point of drawing. If you don't find the pencil method works for you, you could try using a viewfinder like this. To make one, you'll need 2 pieces of firm cardboard cut at right angles. Picture borders cut in half are perfect for this. Mark out regular intervals with a permanent marker or pen. To keep track of which lines you're looking at, you can give one direction letters and the other direction numbers, just like a map. You can adjust the view you have inside the rectangle to match your scene and use the marks to tell you where things are relative to each other. Use a landmark like the bottom of the vase to keep bringing it back into position. This method does rely on your eyes making straight lines down or across from your ruler markings. If you find this difficult, you can try my last trick for measuring, which is using a lined sheet of plastic. This is made from a piece of clear rectangular plastic or perspex. You can get the plastic from plastic cutters, from toy or food boxes, or you can put an empty pocket through your laminator. Draw a grid on the plastic with a permanent marker. It doesn't matter what intervals you choose because it's all about relative distances and sizes. I chose 2 centimeter gaps for this one, which is a little bit less than an inch. These plastic grids can be really helpful for some people, but there are disadvantages to them. The first is that you don't see your subject matter as well, and so you don't respond to it in the same way. The second is that you can get too focused on the details of where, say, a leaf ends and a flower starts, rather than looking at the big shapes. Again, these are tools to help you see, but they can't replace good observation technique. These observation techniques are what we build on in the basic drawing course. Okay, this about wraps us up for this video tutorial on measurement. The basic drawing course we've discussed is at blueberrybeetle.com if you haven't found us yet. Also, please watch out for more video tutorials from Blueberry Beetle. Maybe even subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching and see you next time.